Hello. Ooh, let me clear my throat there. Make sure my settings are correct before I do introductions, baby cakes. All right, there we go. Hello, and welcome everybody to another episode of Tarot by Hillary Live. I am your hostess with the mostest, Hillary of tarotbyhillary.com, professional tarot reader and EFT practitioner, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition. So as you can see from the stuff behind me, I am not in the bedroom. I am not in my home office. I am out in the living room. And for tonight's episode, we're going to get a little experimental. And I am going to be attempting to try out running some Jackbox games for you guys. So don't worry, I will tell you what I need to tell you, when I need to tell you it, on how to play or how to join in or how to participate. And we will try this out. If it doesn't work out, I will figure something else and we will do something separate to this live stream, such as a Zoom or some kind of other way to meet so that we can play some games together and have a good time. As I said at the top of this episode in the intro video, it's sacred silliness. I think we all sometimes need time to just be silly and enjoy and play games and, fill up our joy quota, as the comedian Pete Holmes is wont to say. So if that sounds good to you, let me know in the chat. Introduce yourself. I would love to hear it or see it. I'm not sure if we have our regular viewers here today. So just let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from and where. And hopefully I have this streaming simultaneously both to the Tube of You and the Book of Face this time around. Last week, I don't know what happened, but I wasn't able to do it. And so it was only on the Tube of You, that particular episode. And this week, I think I figured it out and everything is honky-dory. So wherever you tune into, you should be able to view this video right now. And I have my trusty sidekick that stays off of the live stream, my Mr. Tarot by Hillary, walking around. So if you hear him in the background, you know what that is. So Katie is here. I was talking to Katie before the broadcast yesterday and today, I believe. So I know Katie's in for this, or down for this, in whatever form it takes. So we'll experiment and, hopefully things work and I'm able to share some Jackbox games with you and explain to you a little bit of how you play. But all you really need is your phone. I've got my phone right here, so I can run it from here, and your phone or a mobile device. So you can use a tablet as well. So I hope your tablets or your phones are charged up, so we can play a couple of games in this episode. I still will start off in the traditional way and give you the AstroBiz Digest, the astrology, the astro-weather at the top of the episode. We're still going to do a mid-episode reading if we do have people that have not participated in it before. If we have people that have already received a reading during the mid-episode reading, we're not going to do it. We're just going to skip over that portion and continue to play our games. And then, of course, we will have a weekend forecast at the end of the episode. And hopefully I'll get a beer too. Were you successful? Yes, I got a thumbs up. Ooh, good. I might be drinking a pumpkin beer while we play these games. And hey, who knows? Mr. Tarot by Hillary might show up in the and play a couple of games with us too. So he might not be on the stream though. You might see him in the game room. So let me hydrate myself. Yay. Thank you, honey. Like, he is on purpose going, He doesn't want to reveal himself. At least not right now. Yes, I messaged you. Don't read it out loud.
Yes.
We can talk about it later.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Katie says, hello, Mr. Tarot by Hillary. So if you see me looking this direction, I'm talking to him.
Yes, I'm just waiting to find out what the story is because I ran into Kristen's dad and it sounded like the possibility that people are going to prank their enemy.
Okay, you know everyone can hear that on the stream. So he might be leaving us, but I wouldn't be surprised if he might show up later on from whatever watering hole he's going to watch the hockey game. He might participate in a couple of rounds of whatever it is we're playing. So here's the thing. Hopefully this stuff works, and I'm gonna quickly show or share and see if I can share audio as well. But let me try this first before we get into the astrology, just to experiment and see if this works. So I need the Steam window. Let's try this. It's not giving me an option to share audio though, so I might have to take out the headphones in order to be able to properly do this. So let me see here. And Anne Iva is also here. Hello to you, Anne. Welcome to the broadcast. We're going to getting into the episode shortly, starting with astrology. Yeah, let me see if I can show this. Oh, okay. Let me do a side by side here. So that's my my streaming window, and there I happen to have Party Pack 8, but I can scroll through and look at the different games. Oh, no. It is not letting me select stuff right now. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll figure this out, hopefully, after we do the astrology. Here, I want to see if I can do the settings here. Mute mic, stop video. We'll see. We'll see if that works. I'm sure it will. Let's stop sharing that. All right, let us get into the astrology first and foremost by Teresa Reed, aka the Tarot Lady, from her wonderful AstroBiz Digest. She this is a subscription that brings astrology right to your inbox in layman's terms, and so I usually do this to start the episodes of the live stream. And only giving the astrology for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because if you are interested in purchasing the whole shmoola, as it were, you can totally do that. So let me show you where you can do that. Okay. So I'm referring to the AstroBiz Digest. It is a $99 subscription for the year. It is very, very helpful to plan, not only if you are an entrepreneur or a business owner, but I found it to be very helpful, knowing what's happening in the astrology to also plan out my personal life as well. So that's on the screen, and there is a link in the chat wherever you're tuning in from to purchase it for yourself. Don't go there yet, though. But if you're liking what you're hearing, I would encourage you to get yourself a copy of the AstroBiz Digest. So let me pull that up. And I know it's a good day. I know it is. Oh, okay. AstroBiz Digest. Okay. So one major transit that happened this week, first off, is the Mercury in Libra. So Mercury will be in Libra on the 10th, so that has already happened, putting good manners at the top of the dial. Whether you're communicating via email or attending networking events, a little courtesy goes a long way. Set the example of grace in everything you do. Perhaps it will rub off on other people. This is also your best time for reasserting boundaries or taking care of legal matters. Sign that contract. Mercury remains here in Libra until the 29th of the month, so the 29th of October. So is everybody ready for the nitty gritty for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Let me know in the chat. All right. So for Friday today, October 14th, Friday is lit for business. Venus is trine Saturn all day, beginning at 2:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a beautiful aspect for creative work, client care, and meetings. It's also excellent for pitching the media. The afternoon finds the moon forming trines with both Saturn and Venus starting at 1:33 p.m., and that's super fab for PR and making progress on your writing tasks. More good news. A moon sun trine at 7:23 p.m., so hasn't happened yet, it's coming up while we're broadcasting, is fantastic for approaching power players. If you want to forge a new alliance, set up a meeting. It could lead to a joint venture or deal. Finally, step away from your biz before the moon squares Neptune at 10:46 p.m., a cloudy aspect that makes it hard to get anything productive done. Today, Friday, October 14th, is a power day for Gemini and a weekday for Sagittarius. And Katie is saying, yes, please continue with the AstroBiz Digest. I am gonna. All right, let me hide that. All right, so that's for Friday today. Saturday and Sunday. So the moon is void on Saturday morning. Your best excuse to sleep in. Once it enters homebody Cancer at 12:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the focus shifts to client care and self-care. This weekend is ideal for cleaning and organizing the home office or resting. If a customer needs your attention, handle that business promptly so you can get back to tending to your own needs. Watch out for the Moon-Jupiter square at 2:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Emotions are elevated at that time, which makes it nearly impossible to meet halfway. Sunday is decent if you are working, except for the Moon Chiron square at 3:51 p.m. The walking wounded and energy vamps will be looking for drama at that time. Lay low, and that will blow over in about 2 hours. Besides that nonsense, the weekend is okay. Not great, just okay for business. Saturday is a power day for Gemini and a weekday for Sagittarius. And Sunday is a power day for Cancer and a weekday for Capricorn. So before we move on to the main event of tonight's episode, which is trying out Jackbox Games, hopefully we'll be able to do it over the stream. And if not, I'll figure out something else. You know, we always have something to talk about during these live streams, no matter what. I'm opening up the floor to you guys. If you happen to have had a crappy Monday or Tuesday and you're wondering, hey, was there something in the astrology that indicated that, or, you know, not to make excuses, just to understand the astro skies, let me know in the chat. I'll give it about a minute. If nobody pipes up, then we will move on to trying out Jackbox Games. And I have some things to share. I have a video to share with you as well before we attempt it. And I might have to take out my headphones in order to do this properly. I don't know. Because I've tried to do it before. And when I've had my headphones in, when I've been playing this with my friends remotely, they've all said, you know, like, you can't have your headphones in because then we can't hear the music that goes along with it. I'm like, okay. And I thought I was going to get an option to share audio from that platform, and no, it didn't work. So I'm going to have to adjust the volume accordingly. We'll see. All right, Katie is saying nothing for me. Mr. Tarot by Hillary, do you have any requests on AstroBiz Digest from this week? Like your Tuesday or your Wednesday?
My Tuesday, probably.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Tarot by Hillary wants to know what was going on Tuesday. So I will do that for you. So Tuesday, day is ultra clear in the heavens, making this day heavenly for marketing, securing deals, and attracting cash. Moon in Taurus kept things flowing at a steady pace, ideal for any work that requires patience and perseverance. The Sun-Saturn trine at 9:07 p.m., especially lovely for meetings with your team or new business partners. Also divine timing for creative work or legal issues. This day rocks for business. Power day for Taurus, weekday for Scorpio. Actually, I think you have Taurus in your natal chart. If I'm remembering correctly, I'd have to look it up. But that might be the reason why you were able to sail through Tuesday, even though there were things that were like kind of thrown at your way. But I think you have some Taurus in your natal chart. Depending on where it was placed, I think that was made it a power day for you, when for somebody else it might have been a difficult day.
Right.
Though I can't remember off the top of my head where Taurus falls in your natal chart. So, by the way, he's next to me. You're not going to see him on screen, though. Consent is sexy. Though he is very cute. What are you playing, FIFA?
Yeah, I figured out how to get Wrexham into a league thing, so now I'm thinking now playing it again.
Oh, okay. So funny aside, before we move into trying out this Jackbox stuff, we've been watching Welcome to Wrexham, which is a show on FX, but it's basically a documentary show about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney buying Wrexham Football Club. They bought it, right? They became owners of it in order to like help it, and also to try and get them to be promoted into what, the Premier League or the National League. They wanted to go up. They had to go up in the league, yeah. So it was very interesting. I think we've completed the first season. I think the last 3 episodes were released on Wednesday. So I don't know if you like an underdog story. It was pretty cool. And also it's very interesting because Wrexham is one of the oldest football clubs in the world, and it's located in Wales. So pretty fascinating.
Yes.
I'm talking to them, buddy.
Oh,
But
I know.
yes. The Peanut Gallery. I'll stop referring to Mr. Tarot by Hillary and just say the Peanut Gallery, but it's Mr. Tarot by Hillary. So he was just saying he's playing FIFA right now, and he was able to select Wrexham AFC in his game, which is pretty interesting. All right, I think I do have to take out my headphones, and hopefully I won't mess up the stream when I'm doing so. So let me close this up. I'm going to leave my headphones in for this portion of it because I'm going to share with you a YouTube video from Jackbox Games about like what it is and how to play. So let me hide this and find these things. So I think there's a video for both. Oh. Yeah, there's a whole page on what if I want to play with others remotely due to social distancing. Anyway, what is Jackbox? I'll describe it first. So what is Jackbox? It is a party game making studio best known for hit games like You Don't Know Jack, Quiplash, Fibbage, Drawful, Trivia Murder Party, and more. Think of us as a child of classic social games like charades, the child who dropped out of college, then earned the family's respect by founding a jam company. But basically there's games, and then there's party packs. So they make a variety of games designed to appeal to everyone in the room, Zoom call or Twitch stream. drawing games, writing games, trivia games, hidden identity games. No party goer gets left behind. And every year since 2014, they've released a new collection of games grouped together as a Jackbox party pack. In each pack, you'll find 5 different games that can accommodate from 1 to 8 players. If you have more people in your group than 1, congratulations on your effortless popularity. And 2, many of our games allow audience play along, meaning they can still jump in and be part of the fun. So if we happen to have more than 8 people playing tonight, then you can jump in as an audience member. So it's just like if you happen to be the 9th person jumping in, that's okay. It will put you automatically into the audience, and then the audience gets to do some fun things as the main 8 players are playing. So it can be very cool. So I am going to move over to... I'm going to show this. Hold on. I'm going to select that. Stop that. All right. So I'm going to share that here. And I'm going to close that up here. All right, let's see if I can do this, which I know I can because I've done this with my own stuff before. All right. I'm going to go down here. And yeah, listen and learn.
So, Jackbox Games. Great choice. Getting started is easy. For Jackbox Games, your phone or tablet is the controller, and up to 8 people can play, sometimes more. All Jackbox games are rated T for teen, which means any violence will be strictly adorable. Remember, only one person in your group needs to own a Jackbox product in order to host the game. Once you launch and pick the game you want to play, you'll see a 4-letter room code in the lobby. To join, each player uses their phone or tablet and goes to jackbox.tv, using whatever web browser you normally use. Your controller should look something like this. If it looks nothing like this, make sure you went to jackbox.tv. Once you're there, enter that 4-letter room code here. Enter whatever name you want to use in the game here. Hit the play button and you should be connected. The very first person to connect is the VIP. When everyone who wants to play is connected and ready, the VIP can start the game from their device. And that covers the basics. To learn more about individual game settings, including family-friendly mode, or how to play without everyone in the same room, visit our website and click How to Play. Now, get out there and make some memories.
Hopefully everyone heard that. I would love if Katie, who is almost like our unofficial moderator here at the Tarot by Hillary live stream weekly shows, Katie, let me know if you didn't hear it so that I can check my settings, but pretty sure you could hear it. But that's part of the reason why I kept my headphones in, because sometimes it's just different between playing something in a tab or playing something from YouTube. If I do it without the headphones in, you're going to hear an echo. You're going to hear it twice, which is no bueno, especially when you're watching it 3 months later and you're just like, oh my God, that sounds awful. Hindsight is 2020. So just let me know if everyone basically gets the gist of it. I'm pretty sure you did. Okay, good. So Katie's laughing and saying, LOL, I heard it. Great. And I think Zuri just got here. Zuri, you're just in time. Hopefully we can figure this out and we can play. And I just put the instructions in, or played the how-to video, but don't worry, you'll catch wise very quickly. All right. And hopefully we're able to do this. So I'm going to take a big leap of faith here and ask in advance for your patience, and thank you for your patience in advance, because we're trying something new on this live stream, and we're also not doing it during a Mercury retrograde. Because remember, sometimes we've tried something new technologically during a Mercury retrograde, like simulcasting, and it didn't go very well. We're not doing that this time around. We're not in a Mercury retrograde. So we're already ahead of the game, I think. So what I'm going to do, and Lynn is also here. Hello, Lynn. Welcome to the broadcast. And also, really, really quickly, I'm going to remind people, we are going to pause. We are going to pause during the middle of these games, probably around like I'll give it another 15 minutes, and we'll pause to do our spinner wheel for the mid-episode reading. So if you want to be considered for a live reading, that's going to happen right now on the live stream, like in this episode in about 15 minutes or so. Stay tuned, please. It's your opportunity to get a live tarot reading from me. Don't offer this very often. And if you are also looking for a more one-on-one personal touch, just me, just you can book one at tarotbyhillary.com. You can book a tarot reading, and you can also book an EFT tapping session as well. So, and if you're not sure what the hell is tapping, Hillary, you can go to tarotbyhillary.com and go to the page EFT tapping. I tell you all about it, and you can book a session from there if you're interested. Okay, so I will take down that crawler. And Zuri is asking, this week has been wonky in vibes. Anyone else? Mr. Tarot by Hillary? Mr. Tarot by Hillary agrees with you, Zuri. We did check up on Tuesday, and that was a pretty good business day, but only because I think you have Taurus in your chart. But Zuri, is there a particular day that you wanted to cover? Because we already did the astro-weather. You missed that portion of it, so because you're coming in a little late, but you can always watch the replay at a later time. But we've already done Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But yeah, let me know which day in particular has not been great for you, and I'll take a look at the astrology according to Teresa Reed. Because we already looked at Tuesday, and we did do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as part of the AstroBiz Digest. But we must move on. So, if you think of a particular day. Aha! Okay, well, I can pull that up really quickly. So Wednesday was weird for you. All right, Wednesday. Tuesday for Mr. Tarot by Hillary. Wednesday for Zuri. Let's take a look. I had already shut down my that tab, but I can go back real quick and look. Let's see. Oh, I just scrolled past it. Wednesday. Wednesday. Tough day overall. You're not wrong, Zuri. Apparently this was a tough day. Yeah. And Katie is also backing you up too, Zuri. Yes, Zuri, most of the week for me, which I couldn't pick which is why I couldn't pick a particular day. All right, so Wednesday. Wednesday was a tough day overall. Teresa said, in my opinion, it's better suited for a quiet day working solo. Here's why. Mars squares Neptune all day beginning at 1:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The public is cranky, and the competition is not afraid to resort to dirty tricks. The news cycle could also be a hot mess, which may distract folks. Mercury will also oppose Jupiter all day, starting at 3:24 a.m. as well, Eastern Standard Time. Goals become unrealistic, travel is wonky, communication goes nowhere fast. A bright spot occurs when the moon is in sextile with Neptune at 12:25 p.m. Use this spot for creative work. Shut the office down when the moon station's void at 5:42 p.m. Treat yourself to a nice dinner and forget about this day. And again, that was a power day for Taurus and a weekday for Scorpio. Much like Tuesday. Tuesday was also a power day for Taurus and a weekday for Scorpio. So, Zuri, does that help, or does that just, make you feel a little bit better? Maybe that's part of the reason why the whole week was feeling really weird, because it's like it was smack dab in the middle of the week. Zuri says, explains so much. Good. I'm glad that I was able to help you. I'm glad that Teresa was able to help you. And again, if you want to purchase the AstroBiz Digest, I would absolutely recommend it. You can find that at thetarotlady.com/AstroBiz Digest, or just go to thetarotlady.com and use her top navigation. You'll be able to find it. All right. Let us try the point of tonight's episode. We already shared the how to play. So get out your phones or get out your tablets and follow along with me. I'm going to take my headphones out, and hopefully this won't completely destroy the stream. Let's try. Katie says, I ended up listening to a Dear Gabby podcast episode about getting control on releasing stress, etc. Yeah, that was probably from one of her past episodes. My episode that I'm on as a guest hasn't come up yet because I think she had Marie Forleo on this Monday about Time Genius. And so I think it's probably going to be this coming Monday is one of the episodes that I'm on, her podcast episode. And I believe I am the last caller. So if you want to check me out on the Dear Gabby podcast, it should be up this Monday. And by the way, speaking of podcasts, it has been a busy podcast day. Let's see, we've got episode 65 of the Card Slingers Coast to Coast podcast, and we have episode 13 of the Tarot by Hillary podcast. So check that out. Yes, please check for it, Katie. All right, let's try. Let us try. I ask for patience, and I thank you all for your patience. Ooh, this feels very strange not having headphones in. All right, here we go. Okay. Can y'all still hear me? Because I've got default internal speakers going on, and I've got my Blue Snowball mic still. So I'm just going to double check the sound, make sure that, you know, there isn't some double stuff going on, but I don't think there is. So the one time that happened to me many, many moons ago, about 3 years ago, when I was first doing live stream, one of the very first episodes, actually, it was one of my favorite episodes. We were talking about the new moon and full moons, and what to do on new moons and full moons. And I if you're looking for that particular episode, I'm wearing a white long sleeve shirt, and I'm wearing my psychic beads, which had iolite and rainbow moonstone, and I've still got the blonde in my hair. And I loved that episode. I was very intense on that episode. People seemed to really like it. And then I went back 3 months later and I realized there was an echo on there because I had the Be Live Studio 2 tabs open at the same time, which created this echo effect. And you could barely hear it afterwards. I was so sad about it. So So I'm terrified now about my sound quality and making sure that I don't do the double thing. So Katie says no echo. Zuri says all good. All right, let's try this out. All right, so I've got my Steam open, and I'm going to leave it to you all. What kind of games do you like to play? Now, do you like to play Pictionary? Because we have something very similar to Pictionary in the Jackbox Party Pack called Drawful. If you like word games, there's one called Blather Round. There's one that can be very complicated called Devil in the Details, which is very task switching. And I don't know if it will actually work well on a live stream, but we'll try. I'm not sure what that means. Both CCC and Tarot by Hillary podcasts have populated. Is that a good thing? What does that mean? Does that mean that I'm popular? Are we popular? Episode 65 versus episode 13? I'm getting there. I'm trying, at the very least. Fridays can be a busy time. I do my own podcast weekly. I drop a new episode every Friday, and the Card Slingers Coast to Coast podcast is every second and fourth Friday. Let's see. I see. Wasn't sure. They take a while to get to Google, and they are there. Okay, cool. Yeah, it depends on where you're podcasting, what your podcast platform is. So for mine, I use Anchor, which is part of Spotify. So once I publish an episode, it goes to Spotify, the Spotify platform, right away. But for other platforms, it takes a little while. So it might not be available or populate until possibly the next day. So it takes a little bit of time. For the Card Slingers Coast to Coast podcast, that one also is relatively quick to go on Spotify, but our platform is Podbean. So I don't know which platform really likes that particular platform. Like I don't know which ones talk to each other best. So if they're not up on Friday, and it might take a couple of hours, but if they're not up by Saturday afternoon, then let me know and I'll look into it. Exactly. Usually they take a day longer. Yeah. But if we didn't have a publishing, thing at all, then we would never publish. Like you have to have a schedule in order to be truly consistent. You do have to have a schedule. So that's our schedule. All right. Do you want to play something like Pictionary? Don't want to necessarily do Drawful Animate because that's a new one and I haven't tried it yet, but we can do regular Drawful and see how it works out. So let me close up all other things. We want to make sure that we are using this well. All right, let me find, oh no. I might need to restart Steam. Okay. Let me quit out Steam and try this again. I don't know if it's necessarily going to like doing this, but I knew it. I knew people's tastes. Katie says, games-wise, I'm open. Yes, Pictionary sounds good. Okay, we're going to do the equivalent of Pictionary, but it's a little bit... So here's the thing about Jackbox Games. There's always a little bit of irreverence there, and there's always a little bit of skewed. So it's not quite Pictionary. There's going to be a little weirdness to it, but in a good way. Like, how I say, like, it's my kind of weird. That's the kind of weird that I'm talking about. So, all right. Please work. Please work. All right, let me find where Drawful is. All right, let's try the first version of Drawful, which is in the Jackbox Party Pack number 1. I'm going to launch it here first, and then I'm going to share it. So you might hear the music. And actually, let me know. Did you guys hear that? I hope you did. All right. So Drawful is 3 to 8 players. So it's a drawing game that takes all other drawing games and draws little mustaches on them. Can't draw? No problem. It's funnier that way. So let me check. All right, we've got windowed and yeah, okay. Let me let that run. Oh, good. So Katie said, yes, can hear the music. Perfect. All right. So, and hopefully no echoes, but even so. All right, let's try. All right, this. Okay, the room code is going to be LQTK. So I'm going to try and talk you guys through this. You're going to join on your tablet or your mobile device or your phone and use the browser. Use the internet browser and go to jackbox.tv. That's their first step. And I am going to pull this up. Can you all see that? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first. So wait for me first. So I'm pulling up my phone. And I am going to jackbox.tv. And I'm just going to be my name. So jackbox.tv. And you're going to see a room code, and then you're going to have a place for a name. So I'm just going to be me, Hillary. You can put in whatever name you want as long as it's not too vulgar or lewd. LQTK is the room code. So once you put in the room code, before you hit play, you're going to see Drawful. And I am going to draw my cartoon character. That's kind of awful. And you might not be able to see me. So there I am, lower right. And now I see Zuri is coming in. So you need to draw yourself. Oh my God, guys, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. I might have to hide my face, though, so that everyone can see the full screen. So Zuri has a cute little stick figure there. Very nice. And I'm going to see, while I'm waiting for you guys to get in here, I'm going to see if I can share this to some of my friends. I love the sound effects. Oh, that's such a cute drawing. Oh, who started us? Somebody started us.
It's Drawful time. Wow, 3-player game. I like it.
Oh, crap.
Get 3 shots at drawing something not terrible. Let's get things started. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something unusual, like Sexy Owl or Mark Cuban. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, don't mess this up.
Hopefully everyone got the instructions. Oh, crap.
Hey!
Okay, I'm going to start that annoying 30-second timer now. You've been warned. Ding. I have all your pictures now. Okay, these are weird. Let's look at them. Now, use your device to type in what you think the title for this picture could have been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking it's the title. You'll get points for every player that picks your answer.
Hey!
All right, here are your choices. Now pick the title you think really inspired this drawing.
Hey!
What did everybody pick?
Hey!
Are we done with this one? I think we're done with this one. Let's take a look at our next piece of art. Put in your titles now. Okay, here are your choices. Here's everybody's picks. Does anyone pay attention to the things I say here before going to the score tallies? I don't think they do. I really don't. Type in your titles now.
Hey!
Sorry, that's what makes it more fun.
Here are your choices.
Hey!
And here are your picks.
Hey!
I'm not looking, but I really, really hope you drew something respectful.
That's why it's called
That was so
Drawful,
much fun.
Katie.
Let's do it again. Here are some more titles to draw.
So I pop up here while we're actually drawing so you can see my concentrating face. Oh no, this is bad. I'm just waiting for that comment to pop up. Sorry, neither am I. We're going to play Quiplash in a second. I think Quiplash is going to be the next game. If you're saying I'm not meant to play in G-rated games, Quiplash will make you feel like an horrible person and realize that all your friends are horrible people as well. It's almost like the Jackbox equivalent of Cards Against Humanity. Or at least that's how we play in my group of friends. So you're in good company. I liked that comment. Respectful,
All right, all your
LOL.
pictures are in. Oh man, I can't wait for you to see
All
them.
right, let's see, guys.
Enter your titles now.
Hey!
Katie says, well, why does this give me hard to not be naughty pictures? Because it's skewed. I told you this from the start. Jackbox is skewed just a little bit.
Hurry up, people. Type something in.
Quick.
And here are your choices.
Hey!
All right, who picked what?
Wow.
I'm just glad that we all got to share this moment.
I could have made that way worse. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is what had to be drawn.
Enter anything that could almost make sense now. Here are your choices.
Hey!
Here's everybody's picks.
Hey!
I'm learning
Wow.
so much about your weird minds.
I can't believe I got that right.
Okay, our next drawing.
Now, just letting you know, on my screen, it says, you drew this. Think about what you've done.
Okay, here are your choices. What did everybody pick?
I don't even know how you got that right, Katie. But I do love, I'm not even saying what this looks like.
Let's do this drawing thing one last time.
All right, last round. Final round. Good luck, everybody. Oh, no. God, how am I going to draw this? This is truly terrible. This is one of the worst drawings I've ever done. God, I'm just making it worse. I'm making it worse. I'm just gonna... Yeah. You don't. Katie, you don't. You don't delete mistakes. This is the first... This is the first version of Drawful. You don't delete mistakes. You just keep going.
Let's take a look. And our next weird doodle.
You know, Katie, I would say that my feeling is hurt by that comment, but it's not. I told you it was going to be bad. You know, if you got the prompt that I did, you would have had the same problem. All right.
And here are your choices.
I'm sure yours is fine, Katie.
Pick something.
There's no wrong answer, really.
And here are your picks. Everybody was just way off on this one.
Exactly. Exactly. You draw a code check ticket and you see if you did any better. Though I did like the random the fugly train, I think.
Let's do this again.
Great. What the? I got nothing here. Hold on. I'm just going for the funny answer.
Hey!
Hurry up, typing time is almost over. Here are your choices.
Hey!
Here's everybody's picks.
Hey!
Yes! Darn.
You're all wrong. Everybody's wrong.
You know, we have not been shining in this final round, but that's okay. It's time to move on to a different game after the mid-episode reading. There's plenty to choose from.
And now, this thing.
If that happens on your mobile device or your tablet, just hit refresh and it should rectify the situation.
Hey!
Hurry up, type in gibberish if you have to. And here are your choices.
Hey!
All right, who picked what?
Hey!
I might try to forget any of this ever happened.
All right, here's the reason I got it right. Because I've played this game before and sometimes they recycle out prompts.
Hey!
Zuri was the fan favorite. Very good, everybody. I think that was a very tight game. And for the fact that you guys were the first time players and trying that out, good job, everybody. Good job. And everyone heard me when I was off camera and everyone heard the gameplay and the music and stuff. Yeah? Give me thumbs up. Let me know. All right, I think we need to do a different game. But first, the mid-episode reading. All right, so I am going to go back to the pack. Deleted. Yes, so you're going to see, now that I've quit out, you're going to see disconnected, thanks for playing, and then we'll move on to another game. But that's what happens when you switch over to a different game. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this, and we're going to do the mid-episode reading. I'm going to do the stop sharing, and I am going to quit out of there. Yes, exactly. So the music could be heard, but in the background of you, yes, because I've got my Bluetooth, or not Bluetooth mic, but my blue snowball mic right here, and I have no headphones in, and it's just the internal speaker so that you guys could hear the music and hear the gameplay. So I tried to be quiet as we were playing, but you know, sometimes I had to laugh because of some of the prompts. Zuri says, no one needs to know about my demented thoughts in stick figure games. Or do they? Because replays are always available for these episodes just automatically, but people can know they can't play the game because we already played the game. That was actually a good round of Drawful. It's been a while since I've done Drawful. Oh, well, but no, I was asking the room. I was asking picture, like, you guys like Pictionary? Let's do Drawful. We can do Trivia Murder Party, or you don't know Jack, so The Peanut Gallery. Peanut Gallery always has an opinion. You weren't even playing. You could have played. Stop giving me that look. Always got an opinion, this one. Jeez. Yes, you. All right, so it is time for the mid-episode reading, but I think we've all had mid-episode reading winners here. So let's take a tally of the room and see if anybody is ready or willing or available. Did you turn everything off, buddy? Are you going out? Yes. Okay. Well, maybe I'll see you. I think I'm probably going to do one more game.
Okay, well, I'm a little hungry, so I'll probably order myself some food.
Can you get me some food? That would be great.
Yeah, I'm going to order for you, get the late to go. On that.
No, I wouldn't mind that.
Okay, just in case the Ranger game will start to get you close to that now.
Right. So I'm trying to.
Right, so I'll order you something like, well, if there's a plan, I'll order you something around 8:30, 8:45.
Well, I might be there by that time.
Maybe so.
So,
Okay.
I'll text you my order.
I was just going to assume the chicken sandwich.
I would not assume that. Anyway. So Katie is saying, toss the peanuts at him. Well, I don't have peanuts, but I do have pistachios. Honey, before you leave, can you get me another beer? What? Please?
Yeah, that's better.
I can't wait for him to see this episode. So thank you guys for rolling with us. I think we're going to play another game before we wrap up the episode. And also we can do the, Zuri says he sounds like the teacher in Peanuts. Go ahead. Louder. All for your entertainment, folks. All for your entertainment. Yeah, so let's see. Do we want to do a mid-episode reading? Because we have, I think we have regular viewers here, so I don't think it's necessarily necessary. So let me know in the chat, and also let me know what game do you guys want to play next. We have a whole bunch of games, and also the next Jackbox Party Pack is coming out on October 20th. Jackbox Party Pack 9, and it's been a while since I've used these, and I'm just like, well, should I buy Party Pack 9 if I haven't really been playing Party Packs 1 through 8 regularly? And honestly, if you guys like this, we might have to do this every month. One of the streams on Friday night will be a game night. Now that we know that we can do it. And that was actually a suggestion from Mr. Tarot by Hillary. So if you like that idea, please give him props and proper credit. And he's going out right now. Have a good time, honey. I'll probably catch up with you.
You play that one. I don't know the name.
Well, tell me what it.
The one where they would give you they'd give you like Betty White, and they would be like.
Oh, blather round.
Yes, that one. That was fun.
I know you like that one. Mr. Tarot by Hillary is making a suggestion. All right, so Katie said no reading for me. Zuri, I've already read for you. Anyone else, pipe up now or forever hold your peace, and we're just going to forego the mid-episode reading. Also, what I was trying to do, I'll try and do it here, is share this episode and see if more people want to play. So let me see if I can do this without completely switching over. I sound very low in this. All right, let's see. Right post, share to group. I want to share. Or sprinkle, as the case may be. Let's see. Did it work? I don't know. Come play Jackbox over on. Let's see. Let's attempt to do that. So Katie said no reading for her. Zuri, we've already done your reading too. So yeah, let's play another game. Let me let you know how many options we have here. So Jackbox Party Pack 1, that was where Drawful was. So that's the first version of it. There's a couple of more different versions of it now. There's Drawful 2, and now there's Drawful Animates, where it's animated, but I don't know how how well that will work on the live stream. There's also other games like Lie Swatter, Fibbage, where Fibbage is kind of a trivia game, but you also have to lie as well. So it's like a trivia thing where it's just like you're trying to find the truth, but the other players are basically giving you a plausible answer and trying to trick you into choosing their answer. So I really like Fibbage. Mr. Tarot by Hillary was suggesting Blather Round, which is a very cool kind of word association game where you try and guess a word, but it's kind of Mad Lib style. So you're only allowed to guess a word based on other people's words. Let me see if I can find a video for that. And if you guys want to play that, play that. But Mr. Terror by Hillary loves that one. Standalone titles. Let's see. So Blather Round is in Jackbox Party Pack 7. So I'm trying to find the official trailer for that. And I can't find it. Quiplash is the one that is like Mad Libsy. No, not Mad Libsy. More like Cards Against Humanity. So if you really want to be like, if you really are questioning like, oh, my reactions or my drawings for Drawful were kind of inappropriate, and just like, we can get inappropriate if you wanna. We can. Let's see. Quiplash, Champed Up, Talking Points. Yes. So Blather Round is a guessing game for 2 to 6 players. You describe your secret prompt with a very limited vocabulary and hope that someone can figure it out in time. Let's try that one. Or we can do trivia. We can do a straight up trivia. There is 2 types of trivia. There is Trivia Murder Party, and there is You Don't Know Jack. Now, You Don't Know Jack was my first real introduction to Jackbox Games, where it's basically like their signature, where it was called like the Irreverent Trivia Party Game, where they would say things, and it was kind of like a game show trivia thing where it's hosted by Cookie Masterson, and he like says very silly things. So we can do that too. But I see the the viewership is fluctuating here, so I'd rather just like pick something and go with it. So for those of you loyal viewers that tune into the live stream, or even you new people, hi, hello, we're trying to choose which Jackbox game out of Jackbox Party Packs 1 through 8 to play next. We just played Drawful. So let me know in the chat. I'll give it about a minute, and then I'm just going to choose for you. So and if you're not familiar with Jackbox, just let me know more Pictionary or trivia or word association or Mad Libs or this, and I will, you know, use my Rolodex of games and choose accordingly. So and if you guys like to do this, we'll do this every month. One of the episodes is going to be sacred silliness and having some joy. All right. Zuri is saying trivia. Okay. There's several types of trivia. Katie, what do you think? I could have tossed pistachios at him before he left. And I mean, he was nice enough to go get me some pumpkin beers. So this is my favorite, by the way. Rosemary's Baby from Two Roads Brewing is my favorite type of pumpkin ale, and it's ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, aged in rum barrels with vanilla beans. It's very nice and smooth. Katie says, I'm open to any of them. All right, so do we do You Don't Know Jack or do we do Trivia Murder Party? I think we should do You Don't Know Jack, but we'll do the latest version of You Don't Know Jack. All right. And same as before. Ooh. Same as before, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Katie says, I couldn't waste pistachios. They would get eaten. Mr. Tarot by Hillary got 2 versions of pistachios this time. The regular salted pistachios, and then he got honey roasted pistachios, which I am a big fan of. Because, I mean, if you like honey roasted peanuts, I'm pretty sure you would like honey roasted pistachios. All right, let me find... We've got Drawful, we've got Jobs, Soul Mine, Pole Mine, Weapons Drawn. So that's another drawing game. Is it 6? Or is it 5? I believe it's 5. Okay. We're going with number 5. So I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit here. The best part about You Don't Know Jack, from the Jackbox Party Pack 5, is one of the indications is not family friendly. We mean it. So get ready for very irreverent. So You Don't Know Jack Full Stream brings the classic irreverent trivia phenomenon to the wildly popular and totally fictional streaming service Binge Pipe. Their terms of service explicitly states that you'll love it. So I will pull that up and then I will share it. And what I'm going to do before I share it is I'm going to actually get in there first.
Binge Pipe welcomes you to a world of menu screens.
Mass tune volume slider, host slider, FS, music slider. No, we're good. All right. Here we go.
Binge Pipe knows that you've been betrayed by other streaming services and social media platforms in the past. And we promise we have a very sincere apology ready for when we inevitably betray your trust in the future. That's the Binge Pipe guarantee.
All right. All right. Both would be awesome. Okay, let's go. Share.
I'm a gamer.
I'm that guy at work who won't stop quoting Caddyshack.
I'm Mark Twain, and this is Jurassic Park.
We are Binge Pipe!
Going outdoors has become obsolete thanks to these Binge Pipe programs.
And please go ahead and
Please,
ignore
don't
anyone
put me
that's
in.
trying to
Got a
solicit
really
readings.
Good thing going here, just sitting on the bench. I do not want to ruin that with actually playing. Please.
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High.
Yeah, it's puberty.
So the room code is ORTV.
Control group wasn't even close.
So let's just start playing. And please ignore anyone that is trying to solicit a reading right now because this is so not the episode for that.
Binge Pipe cares
And
about
remember,
us.
if you would like to book a reading with me,
To learn your likes, dislikes, and topics we should
tarotbyhillary.com.
next weekend.
But it's not that kind of episode. So we're having some sacred silliness right now. I will give it another minute in case anybody else wants to jump in. And by the way, if you don't get in this round, you can still put in the room code. You can still put in room code ORTV and join as the audience and play along.
Don't listen. Hi, I'm Austin Creed, host of the new Binge Pipe show Hat Chat. I travel the world, make friends, and see a whole lot of hats. Here's a sneak peek of episode 4.
I spent my whole life thinking I was an only child, you know? And then to find out I had 3 identical sisters out there, I'm sorry, it's just all very emotional.
I understand. What about your hat?
Oh, this? It's just a large comical fruit hat. I always wear it.
You're one amazing lady. That's Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Ready, everybody?
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. Be prepared for everything. Everything.
All right, bye, everybody.
Binge Pipe is still contractually bound to bring you You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Trust the algorithm.
Hey there, I'm Cookie, and Binge Pipe's got me on one of those celebrity fad diets where you only eat poisonous beetles. I can feel it working. Looking cozy in here. Yeah, let's get going before we make any more friends. Here we go. Remember, your deposit is non-refundable.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, The menu of your dreams. Suppose you're casually dating, but suddenly realize you want to get married. Where should you make a reservation if you want to propose in a restaurant named after a part of the brain that turns short-term memories into long-term memories? The amygdala deli, the cerebellum bistro, the peckish piriformis, or the hungry hippocampus? Hope you like what you picked. This answer feels lonely. The hippocampus translates short-term memories and stores them for future reference. If you really want a meal to be memorable, may I suggest ordering something that will repeat on you?
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. The hills are alive with the sound of math. Suppose the Von Trapp family shared a Netflix account. If Georg and Maria had a joint profile, how many of their kids would be excluded from having their own profile? 7 kids, 5 kids, 3 kids, or 1 kid? What'd you guys pick? Don't even look. Okay, nobody guessed it. Let's skip ahead. Netflix allows up to 5 profiles on a shared account. There are 7 Von Trapp children, so 3 of them would be left out here. Which means little Gretel will be ruining everyone's algorithm with all those Paw Patrol episodes.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here's one I like to call Brie by your name. And yes, it is time for a Dis or Dat. I'm going to list off 7 things, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's something true about actor Timothée Chalamet, something true about the cheese camembert, or both. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Timothée Chalamet, camembert, or both. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Born in France. Appears in Lady Bird. Has white skin. Not vegan. Fat content is 45%. Created by a woman. Smooth and supple. Y'all kind of stunk up the place. But player 2, of all the losers, you are the loseriest.
Uh-oh. Binge Pipe diagnosticates that someone is pouting.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for all the other players in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Yeah, thanks for that.
We like to give you things, as long as they're not tangible.
I don't need to.
Let's try Goo Goo Gaga. If a pregnant woman wants to make sure foul language isn't the first thing her baby hears, which of the following movie nights should she skip? Watching 7 at 7 weeks, watching 12 Monkeys at 12 weeks, watching 25th Hour at 25 weeks, or watching The 40-Year-Old Virgin at 40 weeks. Let's see how that shook out. Around week 25 and 26 of pregnancy, babies start to hear sounds from outside the womb. It's also the best time to introduce your baby to actor Barry Pepper, so tough decision. Introducing Family Game Fight. If Romeo and Juliet competed on the set of Family Feud, what team would Romeo be playing on? The York family, the Montague family, the Capulet family, or the Lancaster family? Let's see who got it. Survey says, yes, Romeo was a Montague. A name, what's in a name? A rose by any other name would still get roasted by Steve Harvey. Say goodbye to round one. How's everyone doing?
Currently, player 3 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you did this to yourself. Market research indicates that it's time for another screw.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
It's time for... Are you going to eat that? Hey, I have some boiled horse bones. I heard you love boiled horse bones. You can't get enough of those boiled horse bones. Want some yummy Haribo gummy bears, sweet, sweet Swedish fish, tasty strawberry Twizzlers, or appetizing Airheads taffy? Okay, let's take a look. This snack is good, but could use some boiled horse bones. While these other candies are vegan, gummy bears are traditionally made with gelatin, which is derived from boiled animal bones, ligament, and tissue.
Ew!
What a fun snack to remind you of how you always wanted a horse, and that sometimes dreams have a funny way of coming true.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Behold. Y'all ready for this? Look at me go. I'm rolling, yawing, and pitching. What am I? A kitten, a cowboy, a softball player, or an airplane? Okay, who chose what? I mean, a kitten could be rolling, itching, and mewling. Rolling, pitching, and yawing are aviation terms linked to lateral, vertical, and longitudinal motion.
Binge Pipe now offers content surveys. Would you like a loud question or a quiet question? Use your device to select your preference.
As an Aries, what do you think my answer is?
Here are the votes. And now we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Take a good look at a loud question. Which of these songs is on the Rihanna album Loud? Take it off, Man Down, What the Hell, or Boom Boom Pow?
Use that screw, Katie, if you can.
Look sharp.
Not on me!
I have the screw on you guys. Your answers are on the go.
You have to answer too, though, Katie.
So what'd you pick? No!
Damn.
Man Down is a track on the 2010 Rihanna album Loud. I'm sorry. I use the volume usually reserved for my cats. when they hop on furniture. Expert screwing player 2. Here's that cash.
How dare you? Well, Zuri had already locked in her answers, so it was me.
Here we have Nougat Feuds. You know, the weird thing about the novel, The Three Musketeers, is there's a fourth musketeer wandering around that book, and it's time we started talking about it. If the musketeer left out of the umbrella term Three Musketeers angrily trademarked their own candy bar, what could they call it? Lumiere's Nutlog, the Porthos Peanut Chew, Maurice's Milky Way, or D'Artagnan's Date Bar? So who got it? D'Artagnan is pretty much the star of the Three Musketeers, but he spends the whole book as Musketeer number 4. The Three Musketeers in the title stands for Porthos, Huey, and Martin Short. Coming up next, Vansplaining. What's something a woke Rip Van Winkle would say to those around him after waking from his 20-year nap? Washingtonians, gender is not binary. New Yorkers, cultural appropriation is bad. Georgians, white privilege is real. Or, Kansans, I'm a feminist. And how do we do? Rip Van Winkle, the short story by Washington Irving, takes place in the Catskill Mountains of New York State. An old white guy saying something progressive is how you know it's a work of fiction.
And also, I grew up in Irvington, guys. You didn't have a chance on that one.
You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Brand name faces. I hope you know what your brand mascots look like, you capitalist drone. Player one takes it. Way to go, player one. Look who's on top now. Enjoy the view from up there, because tomorrow you'll probably realize you don't know Jack.
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
So the Jack attack
funny
can
story.
really turn things
I was
around
actually
very
eating
quickly.
gummy bears when I read that boiled horse bones
So
question.
I'm going to
And
stop
I gotta
sharing
say,
here. Hold on.
Didn't bother me at all. Not at all. Mostly because I was also eating a horse sandwich at the time with a side of horse juice. Oh, yeah, you
Binge Pipe's menu screen. The gold standard.
Also, I saw that some of you guys were having trouble refreshing and some of the answers weren't coming through, and I totally get that. And yeah, so unfortunately, I couldn't really pause in the middle of it or be able to address those issues. So that's part of the reason why I said at the top of this episode, like, we're going to try. We're going to see how this goes. And maybe we won't be able to do it at all, or maybe we will, or maybe some games are going to be better than others. And in this case, I think Drawful worked really well, and maybe the You Don't Know Jack was a little too fast paced, and so it created lag, and then you had problems. So I totally get it. Not all games are created equal, and you know, it is what it is. But don't feel bad if you lost, because if not for the Jack attack, and also I guess I'm just brainwashed by corporate America and, you know, branding. Jesus. Like, I guess that's just subliminal. I am just fried by the corporate machine. Like, I was thinking about, like, okay, the Pillsbury Doughboy, is he wearing pants or not? I don't remember, but apparently I did. Never mind, it was fun anyway. Well, I hope all of you had a good time with that, because I think, you know, a little bit of sacred silliness goes a long way. And also, you know, maybe it'll give me some kind of outlet to be able to use some of this. Like, that's only 2 out of over 40 games that I have. And honestly, if you enjoyed yourself, like, this is not a sponsored episode. I'm not promoting Jackbox or being paid to promote Jackbox in any way, shape, or form. I just enjoyed it. And this is some of the things that we played, we would do on Saturday nights during the pandemic, and we would play over, you know, Zoom or different video conferencing, and someone would run it. And it's actually my cousin that that would run it at first, and then I ended up buying them too, so that I could host if I needed to, or if he didn't want to host, I could do it, and I could share my screen and everything. And it really got us through and kept those connections going, even when we couldn't meet in person. Even when we were all stuck in our homes and not really able to be social, it provided a way for us to be social without endangering ourselves or endangering others, and, you know, keeping ourselves safe and healthy and sane. So I really do credit that. Looking forward to that every week. Looking forward to All Elite Wrestling and watching that over streams every week as well. And also setting boundaries and realizing that there's more to life than just work, you know, working and sleeping. There's more to life than that. And also tarot. There's more to life than tarot too, but tarot to me has been you know, so life affirming and such a great focus point for me. And this is the reason why I share it with others, and also the reason why I do the live stream every week. It's not just to talk about tarot topics or divination topics or new age topics, even though that is a great purpose to be able to do that, but it's also connecting with you guys. And we have people in here that are from different walks of life and different geographical areas who have this live stream as a commonality. Ooh, what just happened? Should have exited out of there. Hold on a second. I guess Jackbox was also reminding me of that with the little musical intro there. You know, having these commonalities and having these ways to connect to each other, I think that's invaluable. So so I'm looking at the time. I'm seeing it's 8:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we played 2 games. We didn't do the mid-episode reading because everyone that's on the live stream has already benefited from a mid-episode reading. We did do the astro-weather at the top of the episode. We had some fun playing some games. There's way more games to be had. So if you liked this episode and liked playing the games, please let me know. Check out more information at jackboxgames.com. I have Jackbox Party Packs 1 through 8, so I've got a lot of games already. I might look into purchasing Jackbox Party Pack 9 if you guys want to. I would totally be fine with that. And now it's time for the weekend forecast. So let's pull a card. I've been using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck as the card of the day posts, or the, you know, if you're seeing this in this feed, this card is meant for you. So let's do something a little bit different. So I'm going to grab another deck and put up the weekend forecast crawler. Let's see. I could use a spirit junkie, but I kind of don't want to. I think I'm going to use a oracle deck. So let me go grab it. All right. So we are back with the weekend forecast. I am going to pull a card from the Starseed Oracle. There we go. By Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. And we are just going to shuffle up. And then I need to go to the bathroom because I have been having pumpkin ales. All right, this one is a little bit of a woo card. So I'm going to preface with that. We are getting Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Very pretty card. And I am going to look up the companion book. Here we go. So, your weekend forecast is Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember those times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. And if you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided, and perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past, and others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who've experienced them. If this card comes up to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exists within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. So this is an activation card. If you were to have this deck, you would just place it on your heart, but you can also say these words out loud. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. I'll say that again. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. So that is our weekend forecast for this weekend from the Starseed Oracle. I thank you all so much for watching and for playing games with me. For those of you watching the replay, I'm sorry that you weren't able to attend live. We had a good time, and we're definitely going to do this again if you would like to. So stay tuned for that episode, and we will be doing this not this particular type of episode, but we do this live stream every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just remember that. I'll put that up here. Okay. So I thank you all so much for watching and indulging in sacred silliness with me. I know it's a departure from the normal episodes where I'm very serious and I'm teaching a topic, etc. But you know, sometimes we need that sacred silliness. Sometimes we need to play. We need to remember our inner child. We need to remember our joy and having fun. And I hope that I was able to bring that to you tonight with some of these games that were a little silly and a little raunchy, but still very fun to play. So Katie says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone. You too as well. So once again, I am Hillary, professional tarot reader, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition, because yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition and you deserve the time for rest and joy and play. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time around, next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to book a reading with me, tarotbyhillary.com, or if you would like to purchase a tapping session with me, I can also do that too. Again, tarotbyhillary.com. And Zuri is also saying, have a beautiful weekend. I wish that for you as well. Bye-bye.